How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome to another video here on our channel. I am the FIFA Analyst, and today we have got our 4-4-2 formation guide for you. You guys have been asking me what I've been using on the 4-4-2 recently, so I'm going to go through and show you that today. Talk you through all of the custom tactics, instructions, and how you need to be playing it in-game. And also at the end of the video, we're going to discuss what sort of players that you need in said positions to make this formation work as good as you possibly can, along with work rates and whatnot at the end of the video. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it and just go ahead and analyze absolutely everything for you to show you how this formation works, because it is, to me, the second best formation in FIFA. You guys know 4-2-3-1 is one of my favorite ones, and then the 4-4-2 is very close behind it. So looking at our defensive style, we're going to run drop back, one depth, one width. We're not really, no, of course we're not. We go with balance, and then we're going to go with 5 width, and we're actually going to be rocking 4 depth, particularly on this. When I used to run my 4-4-2, I used to run 5 width and press on heavy touch along with a 4 depth, but I've changed it to balance now. One of the things that you're going to notice with the kind of the width and the depth that you've got, you may give up a little bit of space kind of in and around that side on that area of the pitch, out on the wings, but you can allow it to a certain degree, because as long as you don't let them come in for the cutback, it's not too much of a threat. So we don't want to be too narrow, we don't want to be too wide. So we're going to be fairly neutral when it comes to the width, and then the depth, as I said, we're going to stick with 4 on that, but only running balanced on the defensive style. Obviously, I normally do the press on heavy touch, press after possession loss, but I haven't been doing that recently. I've just been using balance, which has worked really, really well for me in terms of just being solid in defense. But what you want to make sure that you are doing when you are covering in the middle with the passing lanes is putting the pressure on the opponent to win the ball back. As you can see there, I covered the passing lane. If he wanted to get forward, he needed to play the pass back to the person that played the ball, and then he would have found it, and he would have actually got past me being quite a heavy presser. That's why I'm going to wait in this formation. I'm going to cover with my 2 centre mids really well, trying to cover off their strikers, their centre attacking mids, and then once I've covered those passing lanes, we put the pressure on the ball holder and we try and win the ball back. This formation is a little bit harder to defend with, and it is a little bit more different to attack with as well in comparison to the 4-2-3-1. It's kind of, got the best of both worlds in it, really. Like, it's the 4-2-3-1 is very good in terms of you can transition from defense to attack really slow, while this to me is a bit more of a counter-attacking formation. It's very quick to kind of get from the defense to the attacking side of things, and it does really, really well on doing that. So when it comes to our attacking style, what are we going to go? We're going to go with balanced on there, and we're going to keep the width nice and neutral. We're going to go with 5 in that. Players in box is the highest I ever have it. I normally tend to run anywhere from 1 to 4 on 4-2-3-1, but with 4-4-2, the whole idea is that you want to move the ball forward quickly, all right? This isn't a possession formation. We want people like Seydorf there making that run to get into the box, to show for you and create options. It's a really solid formation in doing that. So that's what we're going to look for, and that's why we have the players in box higher than what I would normally do on the 4-2-3-1. Now, to kind of tell you how I use this formation, I would use the 4-2-3-1 if I'm up against someone that's... Guys, if you are enjoying this video, please do let me know by dropping that like button. You can subscribe to the channel. We do upload every day at 5 PM. There is 75% of you that watch these videos that aren't subscribed, which is absolutely mad. And you've all seen more than one video. That's one stat that we're kind of seeing here. You probably watched more than one. So subscribe if you enjoy it. Also, we do stream every single day at twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst. Head on over there if you are interested. Good or better than me, and I use the 4-4-2 when I know I'm up against an opponent that I can probably beat. So I will start with the 4-4-2 if I'm not too concerned by the club, as in, what players they've got, or if I don't recognise the name. Now, if I know I'm coming up against a good player or a god squad, then I normally start with the 4-2-3-1. You can start with the 4-2-3-1 and then use this 4-4-2 to change to if you need a goal, 40th minute or something like that. You want to just change it up and get 2 strikers up front. It's much easier to score with 2 strikers. Now, the key thing on this formation and instructions, I have my fullbacks on balanced and overlap. I want them to create runs. I want them to give me options. And I have my wingers on get into the box for cross and balance. Nothing else on them. They will show at the back stick for, an R1X pass across. Really, quite a lot, actually. I got quite a lot of goals from doing that this weekend. You're going to have one centre mid on cover centre and balanced, and then you're going to have one on stay back while attacking and cover centre. You may find that you're a little bit open on the back to the counter-attack. But as I said, this isn't a formation to, not concede goals. That it is there to just score goals over and over again. That's what you're going to be looking at doing. That's why we have the one centre mid on balance, to get him forward and to make sure that he's getting involved, like you saw with a Seedorf back then. Strikers, it's your personal preference on this. If you've got someone like Mbappe, you can put them on getting behind. And then if you've got another striker, I don't know, like Ronaldo, you might want him on stay forward, stay central. I run balance with both of mine because I used Son and Neymar. Actually, I had Mbappe out on the wing, and that worked okay. The reason why that worked okay is because they link up really, really well when they're unbalanced. The game almost decides what they should be doing. If they should be running in behind, they'll run in behind. If they need to show short, which you'll see an example in a minute, they'll show short. I personally think balanced is the best, right? Because the issue that you have is that when they're on getting behind, the AI is a little bit dumb this year. They will go and run in behind when there's no space to run in behind because that's what the instruction they're on. That's why I find balance to just be the absolute go-to for me. It does the job perfectly. I think you guys should probably run in that. But as I said, if you've got like Ronaldo, or say if you've got someone with like say Son, high work rates, you might want to put him on stay forward if you find him getting back and involving in the defensive side of things. Now, what I wanted to talk about here is that when you are coming up against two centre mids, two CDMs, move the ball around with your two centre mids there, and then what that does is it opens a little gap. This is a tiny gap. This pass probably shouldn't go through, but I just wanted to show you it as an example. You pass the ball around between your two CMs, and what you're trying to do is get his two CMs to make their gap bigger in between them, and then you can look for that pass directly into the striker, and then you can do a first time fake shot, a scoop turn, ball well, drag back, whatever you want to do given the scenario, to then look for the near post, or you can lay it off, everything based on that, and that can do really, really well for you. How did I rate the formation? I haven't used the 4-4-2 consistently for a good month and a bit now. I did use it all this weekend bar Sunday, just because I needed to kind of clutch up a little bit, to be fair, and the 4-2-3-1 still is my go-to. All right, as I said, I'll use this 4-4-2 in those games where I know I'm probably the better player and I just want to get the quick goals, and I want to try and get 2 goals rage quit, possibly 3 goals rage quit. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So for you, if you're a goal 3 player, would you want to use this formation and these tactics from the get-go? Quite possibly not. You might want to stick with your 4-2-3-1. However, if you then go, this isn't working, the guy's defending everything I'm doing, I need a bit more, going forward, you could then change to this formation. If you are a very good player and you do want to have fun, this is definitely more attacking formation than the 4-2-3-1. Gives you a lot more going forward, but then obviously the 4-2-3-1 is more solid in defense as well. I wanted to just show that there because I sent Neymar on a run by tapping the L1 button just to kind of get him going. That's one thing to look for. And as I always talk about it, the fake shot going straight into the opponent first time gets me in at that near post with Son, and then we go ahead and find the back of the net. This weekend was something special, I must say. I wanted to touch on this here as well. You've got to be talking about players and who you have in these teams. There, I didn't want to take a run with Neymar up against David Luiz. Not very good. I cut back, go for the Son, double tap pass on the volley. Very, very crucial. Even though I didn't have to do a double tap pass there, all right? If you want to know what double tap pass is, you literally just press the pass button twice in quick succession, and then it lofts it in the air ever so slightly, hits it on the volley. Very, very strong way to score. I didn't need to do that there. I could have done a normal ground pass, but just given how strong the volleys are, that was kind of the reason behind the logic there, the method in the madness for me. So yeah, as I said, it depends on your ability. You can use it as a formation from the get-go if you want more fun, you want to score more goals, and you're not bothered about how many you concede. If you feel like defending is your strong point, you will probably be okay with using this from the get-go. But if you just think, I probably just need it to get a goal, you could do. And then obviously if you're losing 3-1 into the 70th minute, you can stick with the 4-4-2 to get you the goals back, but you might want to up the depth, you might want to up the width, and you might want to put people on stay forward and get into getting behind, all that sort of thing. Depends on obviously the scenario. So what sort of players do you need and work rates to kind of make this formation work? Let's talk about the fullbacks first of all. You are going to want people that are happy going forward if you are going to play them on stay back. So I use, say, Wan-Bissaka, and then at left back I use Mendy. That's been trustworthy for me all year. Someone like Semedo will do the perfect job for you as well. Arnold, all that sort of thing. As long as you've got a fullback that's kind of happy having the ability to go forward, you're going to be fine with them. That's not a problem whatsoever. Ideally, the key things in this formation for me are your centre mids. What do you want from your centre mids? You want one that's an out-and-out defender. Think of people like Kante, Vieira. Those are the people that are just going to sit in front of the defence and stay back, not bothered about going forward. They just want to defend. Pick up someone like that, have them on stay back while attacking and cover centre. What do you want from your other centre mid? This is where you want someone that's going to be a little bit better on the ball, that's got the ability to go forward, that can possibly score, but can also defend. So I use Seedorf for this particular role. You might be looking at Screen Firmino, Shapeshifter Marcelo, anyone like that with particularly work rates that could be high, but also could be high-medium with attacking of high and medium defending. Your personal preference on that, some good suggestions there with Screen Firmino and the Shapeshifter Marcelo are some of my personal favourites. Right mid and left mid, what do you want here? You need pure pace and you need proper wingers. I'm talking Rhodes Final Dembele, FUT Birthday Maximin. Don't Mane, for example, another good one. Don't go and chuck out, like, I don't know, Son's not an out-and-out winger. Neymar's not an out-and-out winger. Griezmann's not an out-and-out winger. You need someone that's quick, that's got the ability to break the back line via just running in behind and using their strength and getting through their skill moves is crucial. You want to be able to have some skill moves in your locker. Weak foot, you can get away with a 3-star weak foot here, but 4-star does always help as well. Now, what do you want from your strikers? You're going to want someone that's quick, can get in behind, but also has a bit of strength. If you want CR7, you can use CR7. If you want Mbappe, you can use Mbappe. But the main thing you need from your strikers are weak foot. Do not have a 3-star weak foot up front, all right? Anyone that's in the central attacking positions needs to have at least 4-star, 5-star if you can. As I said, I use Neymar and Son. I put Mbappe out on the wing because Mbappe was quicker than Son. And also, Mbappe has a 4-star weak foot. Son has a 5-star. Son can work up front if you wanted to. Anyone else of a similar sort of caliber can do really well for you guys. And that's how I set up this 4-4-2. And that's how I enjoy it. It's a good formation. As I said, though, it isn't my one which I use for the whole weekend if I had the choice. I did use it for 20 games this weekend just to get the footage for you guys to let you know what I thought of it and where it was at for me. And that's kind of how we got onto that front. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please do let me know by dropping a like. You can subscribe to the channel. We do upload every single day at 5 PM. And then we are also streaming every single day as well over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst. If you are interested in that, I will pop a link down below. I just want to thank you all very much for the support. We have hit 60,000 subscribers now on the YouTube channel. It's just madness. We just keep growing and you guys keep showing the love and it is appreciated. So then, thank you for watching. I'll catch all you guys tomorrow, 5 PM UK time for our next video.